The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Well, let me see them lighters. Hey, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
You might be wondering why I said that. Let me see them lighters. Do you remember the live version of Stains Outside where Fred Durst was on stage singing it with him? And they were in Biloxi, Mississippi. And at one point he yells out, yo, Biloxi! He goes like, let me see them lighters. Because the song's all deep and dark and everybody wants to see. People used to put up lighters at concerts. Now they put up their cell phones with the flashlight.
I get weirded out when people still put up lighters because I'm afraid they're going to light somebody on fire by accident.
Well, that shows the Gen Z wussification of America.
Sorry. Sorry, I don't want anybody to burn to death at the Aragon.
I mean, what's going to burn there? I mean, the floor is wood. I'll be fair.
Yeah.
The floor is wood.
Also, the human flesh aspect of it.
Oh, you're afraid.
I'm afraid somebody is going to get set on fire.
You're afraid you're going to get burned.
Yes. I don't like fire. I would not have done well as a caveman. I did not like fire.
They wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
You don't like a big bonfire in a backyard?
No.
Really?
No.
That's fun.
I don't like being near fire at all. That's part of the reason I'm a bad cook is you got to set stuff on fire.
Well, I mean, a microwave doesn't have fire in it.
This has been my point all along. Unfortunately, that doesn't really work for girlfriends.
Oh, boy. Here's how we're starting today. Case is afraid of fire. I try to make a nice nostalgic memory of putting up those lighters at concerts, and he's afraid of fire. Well, good thing we got the flashlights. That's actually a first takeaway today from someone. I'm afraid of fire.
There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. It's okay to be afraid of fire.
Well, I mean, thank God we have firemen that run to fire in emergencies. I run from fire when I look like I'm going to get hurt.
Yeah.
A lighter, I don't feel like I'm going to get hurt.
Fire destroys. That's what you always have to remember, is there's no coming back from fire. It takes things out permanently.
Some things need to be taken out.
Like what?
Well, I don't want to make a whole list here.
What are you trying to burn down?
Nothing. I did like burning things when I was a kid, like ants.
Oh, see, I never was into that.
Really?
Yeah, but I wasn't a good, like, I wasn't.
You weren't a good example of a kid?
Yeah, I wasn't. It's not that I was a misbehaved kid.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at being a kid.
Really looking back on it, I'm sorry about that. Because, I mean, I'm sure ants have feelings, and I'm sure, there's a lot of them. I get there's trillions of them. And if they turn against us, we're dead. And I'm sitting there poking the bear, burning him with a magnifying glass.
Yeah. Did you ever climb trees?
I couldn't get up.
Same. Okay, that makes me feel better.
Nah, I was a thick boy. Until I grew to 6'4" and a quarter, I was a thick boy.
And then you thinned out.
I thinned out. I grew 7 inches between 7th and 8th grade. But before that, I was a thick boy. I was so jealous of people that could climb a tree.
Yeah, right?
Or hop a fence.
Oh, God, forget it.
I tried to hop a fence once, and I used to have the Wranglers, and it caught on the wire fence, and then so my jeans were caught, and I was hanging from the fence. I actually got over a little bit, but my jeans caught, and then my ass is hanging out because I'm a thick boy.
Yeah, you look like the Stars and Stripes. You're waving in the wind like the American flag.
These childhood memories. Anyone else got any good childhood memories they want to share?
I think that's why my skateboarding career ended as early as it did, was that I couldn't hop fences, and that's a huge part of skateboarding. Not hopping fences on skateboards, but hopping fences to get to skateboard spots.
Yeah.
And I can't hop fences.
Yeah. Let alone skateboard.
No, that's another huge part of it.
Grab a rail and head down there. Well, listen, here we go. Let's get started here. 312-591-8300. Give us that proof of life check-in, maybe with a childhood memory that's embarrassing. Also, coming up at 9, we have your chance to go anywhere in the country and see the Chili Peppers of your choice. That's at 9. At 8:10, Bonnaroo tickets and camping passes in Clash with Kenzie. And before that, the big one, well, they're all big, to be honest. They're all awesome. But 7:20, 21 Pilots tickets for United Center and a song scramble. I'll be here at 7:20, about an hour and 10 minutes away.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
All right, time for a fact that makes your brain just go. Now, I believe this to be true, that whether you've made the move or not, everybody that's gone to a gym to work out wants to date somebody else in the gym because there's a lot of beautiful people there. Sometimes you're scantily clad. Some people look really good in the gym, and you get excited about that.
You're grunting, you're sweating, you're, maybe at times convulsing even. Some people look very good in the gym.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should go approach people, give them their space. Some people don't like to be approached. I get it. They're there to get a real workout in. Arg. You know?
Why did you become a pirate?
I don't know. People just, there was the export up in Lakeview I used to work out at, and there was people there that we ended up having names for when I'd work out with some of my buddies, because one guy was called the Bear. He had hair all over his body, like every inch of his body, and when he did like 400-pound deadlifts going, roar! There was another guy there we called Skeletor.
Why is that?
Because he looked like Skeletor. He had a shaved head. No ounces of body fat at all. He wore the tiniest tank tops, the tiniest shorts, and those Undertaker boots. He wore those. And he's literally, when he'd work out, the veins would pop out of his bald head. And he was Skeletor.
So tiny shorts?
Tiny.
Was it like the Bill Clinton "my balls are almost out" shorts?
They were not those, because they were actually tight, so you could see the entire package.
Oh, really?
It wasn't like they were loose where they were falling out. You could see everything.
Oh, misconception.
Ugh. Boy. So, when you hear this fact, you may never want to date somebody in the gym again. I'm curious, in Chicago, this is very prevalent, as 54% of people that go to the gym do not wash their workout clothes after wearing them 7 times. So about 7 times they'll finally take it home and go, okay, I got to wash this stuff.
Yeah, 7 times in a row.
So they'll use them 7 times working out, sweaty, overnight in the locker or in their gym bag. And then on the 7th time, they'll finally go, open the bag and go, whoop, okay, I got to wash this stuff.
Define gym equipment. Does this include T-shirts?
T-shirts, sports bras, yoga pants, track pants, anything you use in the gym.
This would include basketball shorts.
100%.
Then I am guilty of this.
7 times you've gone without washing them.
14 times I've gone without washing.
Oh,
I don't wash shorts.
What do they smell like?
Well, they're not touching anything directly.
What do you mean they're on your body?
Well, yeah. But I've got underwear on.
You don't think you're sweating through if you're not sweating through your underwear, you're not working out properly.
Put that on a poster and sell it.
Right, damn
That's good
right.
stuff. Play like a champion today.
I mean, come on. The sweat is dripping off your body onto those shorts.
I guess.
And let alone you're sitting on the machines where other people just worked out on the sopping sweat.
They wipe it down.
You're supposed to wipe it down. Not everybody's a wiper.
I will say, credit to the Boys Town Planet Fitness. Those people wipe it down.
The people do or the workers?
The people do.
Okay, you should
the common
wipe.
man.
But still, when you wipe down, it still has moisture on it. And there's still residue.
But that's more of it. You're just a germaphobe, I think. I don't think you trust people to wipe it down. I don't think twice about it.
I always wipe, even if I see them wipe it.
Yeah, you're a wiper?
I'm a better wiper.
Oh, so you wipe on entry and on exit.
Absolutely.
Interesting. I only wipe on exit. I just show up and just start lifting.
Well, lifting is relative, right? Do you lift weights?
Well, I do the... First of all, that's so hurtful.
I mean,
so hurtful.
I'm right?
Well, I use the machines. I do the pull down machine. I do the curl machine.
Okay, that's not called lifting.
What's it called?
Free weights are lifting.
Well, what am I doing?
You're on exercise machines. And I'm not saying they're bad for you because I'm not doing anything right now. I'm just saying that I've never heard someone say I'm going lifting and then they got on the machine at the gym. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, I'm pulling weight. Is that better?
Just say you're getting a cardio workout in.
But I'm not doing a cardio workout.
Yeah, but it's, you know.
You think less of me as a man because I don't do free weights.
I really do. Not that I'm doing anything right now.
No, exactly.
I'm on the couch eating like leftover pizza.
I know.
But I used to do free weight lifting.
Yeah, you used to do a lot of things.
Oh, a lot of things. But does this disgust anybody listening? Because, or maybe you do this. Is there a number of times you go without washing your workout clothes? Not your regular clothes, but you've worked out in them. They're sopping in sweat. You put them in the locker, maybe you have maybe a gym bag in your car. You leave it. Next day you just they're dry now.
That's kind of it, yeah.
I can tell you when I played basketball in high school, we used to have a competition to see how long. Now this is when you're 18 years old, 17. How long who would go the longest without washing their practice jersey?
That's such a good point. Why do teenage boys hate washing clothes? Because 7th and 8th grade gym class, you would go the entire year without washing your gym uniform, and you would have gym 5 days a week.
Yeah.
So 5 days a week, 180 days of school, and you wouldn't wash the thing that you sweat in every day.
Because when you don't care about hygiene, I don't think when you're that age.
I guess it's cool to be unhygienic.
Yeah. Oh my God. It went so long. We had no heat in our gym in the cold winters there. One of my friends, I'll say his name, Andy Votava. Because when I was playing bad, the coach would always say, like, Hedda don't want to play today. Votava, get in there. Take him out of the game.
And what was his deal? What was his, quirk in high school?
Well, he was actually very smart guy.
Okay.
The smart guy on the basketball team.
Every team's got one.
He looked like he'd go to Harvard. I don't know where he went. I don't know where he is today. I think he's a lawyer today.
Okay.
But he could hold out the longest. He went 2.5 months without washing his practice jersey to the point where it would stand up by itself.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's awful.
Because it would freeze with the old overnight. They turned the heat off in the school to save electricity, and the sweat would freeze. We'd go in there, and he would pull it out of the locker from the bottom. It'd be standing straight up, and he would have to crack it on the bench to put it on. This guy's a lawyer today. I go, Andy, you win, man. You win.
This dude's awesome.
That was a great competition.
Good for him.
Oh, he was awesome. A great dude. I don't know. I'm just wondering if people do that because it says 53% of Chicagoans wait 7 times before they wash their workout gear.
630 just checked in. Seth from Plainfield, he said in high school, no hockey player would wash their uniforms they would
whole
not wash
season?
their uniforms all season long.
Oh, hockey players are built different.
Oh, they're animals.
Yeah, I mean,
God bless them, but they're just absolute animals.
Yeah. I mean, wow. That's Dennis Rodman used to say he didn't shower or wear deodorant because he wanted to shove people's heads in his armpit because it stunk during the game.
That's unfortunate. I'll never be able to look at the 90s Bulls the same way again.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
720, 21 Pilots tickets and a song scramble coming up.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
All right, let's go. Let's do it. Okay, I know it's against the Rockies, but I don't care. The season started and the Cubs are rolling, baby. All right, here's what happened last night. The Cubs walloped the Rockies 12-2 on a cold, rainy night on the north side. Garrett Cooper was 3 for 4 and a home run. Home runs by Cody Bellinger, Christopher Morel, and Seiya Suzuki. Listen to this shot that just barely made it over the wall.
The 2-0. That is crushed center field. Going back is Doyle. Turning, looking, out of here. Over the basket and gone. Seiya Suzuki, a line drive homer out to center field, and that quickly, it is 2-0. I mean, a bolt out of here to center.
Oh, it was amazing. I got the whole thing started. Here's a little fun stat for you. Suzuki, it was a 115-mile-per-hour boomer, hit harder than any ball by any Cubs player in all of 2023. How about that stat?
115 miles an hour off the bat. That is hard hit, to say the least. That is shocking.
It was a line drive home run. It barely made it over the basket, as they say there. So that came from, I got that stat from a guy, Christopher Kamka's got some good stats on Twitter. Cubs going for 4 in a row and the sweep tonight before the Dodgers come to the north side, where Case is going to that game alone on Friday.
There's nothing wrong with that either.
We'll talk about that another time.
We'll talk about that tomorrow, I
Yeah,
guess.
we'll get into it. The White Sox got their first win of the season.
Hey, look
Let's
at that.
go Southsiders. So Garrett Crochet pitched a nice one for his first career win. Then Michael Kopech got his first career save as he's going to come out of the bullpen this whole season. So that's cool.
Crochet looked awesome. I was not very confident in taking a guy that started his career in the bullpen and moving him to be a starter. He looked good opening day, only gave up the 1 run. Problem is White Sox didn't score a run that game. He looked awesome last night. Kopech at the back end of the bullpen, it's like having a friend.
Jack of all trades and a master of none.
No, the problem is that I don't think Kopech is either. That's the problem. He's a friend you don't trust who has a lot of responsibility.
Well, listen, you get a guy like that was in rotation and ends up in the bullpen, which, happens to a lot of pitchers. It happened to Kerry Wood for the Cubs years ago. And, he did well as a reliever, eventually finding that role where most guys are sitting there in the bullpen that were there once, kind of go, I could do better than that guy. How about putting me in the lineup again? But I don't know. Either way, they got the win. He got his first save. Blackhawks lost to the Islanders 2-1. But more importantly in Blackhawk news, Connor Bedard, number 1 overall pick in 2023, has earned the Rookie of the Month honors for November and December. He also did this. First player to win the award at least 3 times in a season since the 2015-16 season when the Oilers, another Connor McDavid, amazing player, did that. So we're kind of in the history books there a little bit. He had, 17 points, 4 goals, 13 assists in 14 games.
That's incredible.
He's better than advertised.
I like the fact that whenever Bedard comes up and he's compared to other players, it's Gretzky and it's Connor McDavid and it's the best hockey players to ever exist.
Yeah, I mean, you rarely see, that'd be like seeing Michael Jordan come out and say, he's better than I was, because Gretzky said that about Bedard.
Yeah.
At this stage of the game, he said he's better than me at that point.
He's the only thing to watch on the Blackhawks.
Well, not quite 100%, because this Saturday, the Blackhawks are offering a unique alternate broadcast of the game against the Stars that will be animated.
Oh.
Now, I got to figure this out. Do we have on YouTube TV, because me and Case have YouTube TV, the NBC Sports Channel Plus?
We do, because I thought it was so interesting, and I don't know if this was a big deal or not, but last night the Blackhawks were on NBC Sports Chicago, and the White Sox were on NBC Sports Chicago Plus, but we have both channels.
How do I get there?
It's next to NBC Sports Chicago.
Okay.
You just keep going.
All right. Because they're going to have a live in-game animation of the game going on. I don't know how they have this technology to convert the live feed into an animated game within seconds. There'll only be a little bit of a delay. I'm watching that. That's at 2:30 on Saturday.
Also, no disrespect to the people that are animating the game, but who asked for this?
I would have if somebody asked me.
What? Who came up with this idea? It was like, you know what? You know what's going to get them? You know what's going to get that coveted 18 to 34 demographic? Let's make hockey younger. Let's animate it.
It's a rough season.
It is.
Let me have this one.
Okay, all right. Let me have this one.
I am here for animated Blackhawks games live while in action.
Interesting.
I love it.
I've never seen anything like this before.
So I don't know if Xfinity or whatever you use, or your YouTube people like me and Case, but NBC Sports Channel Plus, it's right next to the regular NBC Sports Channel, as I said. Didn't notice it. How about this? I talked so much about this. I think I'm the only one, at least on the show, so stoked about Caitlin Clark and what she did at Iowa. I think she should go to the NBA. Forget about the WNBA. That's a graveyard for her. She needs to go to the NBA. I wouldn't go to the big three that Ice Cube's offering her $5 million, but
No,
from
I want
Iowa.
that check to clear.
So that game, Iowa-LSU, on Monday night on ESPN, was the most watched college basketball game, men or women, in the history of ESPN.
That's incredible.
12.3 million people. To make it even, more incredible about what happened with this game, it was more watched than any Stanley Cup game in history.
Really?
Yes. It was more watched than the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup in recent years.
Wow.
Or I'm sorry, the World Series, I meant to say. So the NBA Finals and the World Series, there are some numbers out there. I don't want to just get too in the weeds there, but 12.3 million, that women's college basketball game. Now, Caitlin Clark's going to leave. Angel Reese for LSU is going to stay. I think Caitlin Clark should have stayed one more year. I believe she had one more year of eligibility.
I believe so.
So if she stayed one more year, she's making $3 million a year in NIL money. So she's going to get endorsement deals, but her salary in the WNBA will be like $125,000 a year.
Ugh.
She can keep making money, stay in college, keep that going, and then just one more year doing that.
Yeah, but then she has to take like a math class too. I would want to get out of college.
You think she's going to class?
I think so.
I want to follow her around one day.
I want it. I don't think you want to do that.
Not in a stalker way.
I want to follow her around one day.
Because I heard rumors back in the day with the Fab Five at Michigan that when they went to go take tests, they were like, no, they take the tests over here. And they went to some hall and hung out. I can't. That's a legend. I'm a Michigan fan. I don't care. They won.
Hey, don't besmirch Jalen Rose's name in front of me.
Well, or Chris Webber's.
Yeah, you can besmirch Weber.
Well, he called the timeout when there wasn't a
I'm more of a
timeout.
Jalen Rose guy myself.
Either way,
I think she has to go to class.
I can't think of another way to say it without being creepy. I'm trying to. I just want to know if she's going to class. She seems like a great girl. I'm sure she's doing the great thing. I don't know. Stay in college, girl. Stay there and get that money.
I would. She's got to take like a European histories class in between studying for in between practicing for the Final Four.
What was the easiest class you took at Columbia?
Well, all of them. It was at Columbia. They weren't
Whoa,
real classes there.
Jeez. Not one you can think of?
Oh, there is a Chicago film history class where you came in every Friday and watched a movie that took place in Chicago.
I was going to say exactly the same class, but mine was at Bowling Green State University, where we went in, and it was a really old teacher, and he would tell us about payola, where he was a DJ back in the 50s. He got paid to play like Elvis. And we were fascinated. And that was the whole class. We all got an A.
That's awesome.
What was the easiest class? Throw that on 312-591-8300. Text in the easiest class you ever had. High school or college. Whatever you did.
Yeah, there was no easy class in high school. I was an idiot in high school, but college was pretty easy.
That's the thing. In high school, you couldn't choose.
No.
You had to do that.
I had to take science classes. That's impossible.
Well, it's not.
I don't understand cells.
I don't know. I'm not sure what you do understand now every time we have a conversation. You don't understand cells?
No.
You're made of them.
Exactly. What does that mean?
I don't have time right now to do that because we have more important stats like the MLB stadium distance to the nearest Olive Garden.
That's right.
In a ranking. Now, I'll just give you, we'll do Wrigley and we'll do the Sox, but number one is where the Braves play.
Wow.
They are 0.5 miles away from an Olive Garden, so I'm guessing it could even be attached to the stadium. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of the distance of the length of the stadium. Could be a half mile.
Let me put a scenario in your head, and I fully believe Chicago's the greatest city on earth, but let me make an argument for Atlanta real quick.
Right.
The Braves have a day game. All right, so let's say 1 o'clock first pitch.
Okay.
Just live with me for a second.
I'm here.
You start the day by going to Waffle House, which is huge in Atlanta. That's their spot.
Right.
I would imagine there's a Waffle House within walking distance to where the Braves play.
Sure.
You then go see the Braves, and then when you leave, you go to the Olive Garden that's less than a mile away from the stadium. That's the greatest day in history. That's what our founding fathers wanted from us.
That's one of the things they wanted for us.
Yeah.
Some things they couldn't really foresee what the world was going to become.
Yeah.
But they could foresee a Waffle House and an Olive Garden near where they played baseball.
Yeah, of course.
The
George
Braves.
Washington loved Waffle
Sure.
House.
Okay, so that's number one. Let's get to. I'm really stunned by this. I was hoping, I really did. As a Cubs fan, I wanted the White Sox to win this one. The White Sox, guaranteed rate field, okay, is 7.66 miles from the nearest Olive Garden.
7.66 miles. Okay.
And Wrigley Field comes in at number 7 in these rankings. It's 3.16 miles from an Olive Garden.
That's half the distance of the White Sox.
I know. I really wanted the White Sox to win this one. Do you know?
God, we can't do anything right.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Just about 4 minutes away from your chance at the Chili Peppers. Anywhere you want to see them in America, you choose. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And Kenzie, it's a great day for you because April is here. And in the month of April, Arby's wants to quell the skeptics. So they're giving away free sandwiches.
What?
Now, I didn't know. I know, people have their choice of fast food, so many great choices. I didn't know there were people that were skeptics of Arby's saying it's not good. I just thought there was not so many near you and you don't go as often. You know what I mean?
I told you, we've had a very long, intensive conversation about how Arby's doesn't get the respect it deserves.
It's got some haters out there.
Absolutely.
I never hear people saying it sucks.
Oh, I do.
Do you?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah, you got to get your ear to the streets.
Well, up in my ivory tower, I'm not hearing the Arby's scuttlebutt.
Yeah, exactly. You're not a man of the people.
Like, I've never heard...
Well, they slander Arby's name, and I've had enough of it.
Yeah?
'Cause to be honest,
what
it's
are
top
the things
tier.
they say, Kenzie, when they slander it? What sort of stuff?
I have heard that people think it's a money laundering thing because they don't think anybody actually goes there.
Arby's?
Yeah.
So Joe Pesci is like in casino running Arby's?
It's like, you know how people think that about mattress stores? They also think it about Arby's.
Never heard that before. Wow.
Yes. And they talk about, like, they can't even pick something. There's just 800 meats there. Well, sorry, they offer you a variety. Screw them, okay?
well,
yeah,
they-
what a bunch of jerks.
I mean-
And sorry, it's no Cane's with one item on the menu. I apologize.
Hey, they do good work, too.
Yeah, but, like, sorry, they try to have all the meats for you. Cane's has one. And Arby's is like picking up the slack.
We do have the classic roast beef. They have the smokehouse brisket, the gyro. They have all kinds of meats there. They have the meats.
They have chicken tenders.
Yeah. They have
That's
chicken
good.
tenders.
Yeah, that's
Let me
what I
tell you
get.
something, which may surprise you. I'd put it up against any mozzarella stick I've ever had.
You know,
It's a bold
Kenzie,
statement.
You've said some crazy things over the last year. You've never been more right about anything in your entire life.
Period.
The Arby's mozzarella stick is one of the hidden gems of fast casual dining.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But also, what other fast casuals have mozzarella sticks?
TGI Fridays, Chili's, Buffalo Wild Wings.
We're putting in TGI Fridays with Arby's?
I think we have to. I think we have to open up the pit.
You have to have a
and-
drive-through. They don't have a drive-through.
But I'm saying that's what they're better than even a sit-down restaurant.
Oof.
That's the
Yeah,
point.
I'm with
Okay.
Kenzie on this one.
Yeah.
They really the mozzarella sticks are really in their own league, quite honestly.
Okay.
Their shakes,
Yeah.
fantastic.
They have little, like mini Hershey's Kisses in them, right? They have like those real tiny chocolate chunks that are like little
Well, depends
kisses.
what flavor you get. I mean,
What is that? That's the,
Chocolate chips? What do you mean, mini Hershey Kisses?
Yeah, like little chocolate chips. That's what
Are
I
you
meant
talking
to
about
say.
chocolate chips?
Yeah, they're like little Hershey's Kisses, they look like. Chocolate chip shake. That's right. I haven't had one in a while. There's no Arby's near me. I have not been to one in a minute.
What are those small Hershey?
Yeah, they're little kisses. Little kisses.
Oh my God.
Well, here's the deal.
What are those small Hershey Kiss cookies that people eat?
Yeah, little kisses.
Good Lord. It's a great establishment. So how do I enough about that. I've defended Arby's. Go back and listen if you want to hear about it. 10 toes down. That's my spot. How do I get a free sandwich?
Here's what you got to do. You got to be an Arby's reward member. So have their app on your phone. You'll get digital deals, allowing yourself to redeem 4 free sandwiches.
A day?
No. Calm down.
Well, get to it. Good Lord. Who's telling this story? A turtle?
One a week, girl.
Oh, okay.
That's all you get.
Jesus.
Now, they go out of business if they did what you want.
What? Well, apparently not if nobody goes, like
I don't know.
say.
Well, they say they're going to war now. It's going to get free sandwich month.
Does it include a beef and cheddar?
You can do, let's see. It says, okay, roast beef sandwich, the smokehouse brisket, the gyro, and more. So I assume that's
Oh my God, the Euro's in there?
Yeah, so I assume if they say that, then you can do anything on the menu.
I'm honestly going to text my husband right now because he could just go get it really fast.
Gonna go make a run?
Yeah.
So do you have the app on your phone? Is that a dumb question?
Yes, I have the app on my phone. Of course, I have the app.
Does your husband?
I don't know, but I'll want to get a divorce if he doesn't.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.